I believe I just spent $3,500 on the flight, a last minute. Man, I can't believe I. The man. Some of you have lost a girlfriend that you were thought was the one, and they're gone, and you still have her picture on your phone. I bet money. You still have her number in your phone. You still have things around the house. Just yesterday's gone. Just purge it and move on. It's not easy, I know, and it hurts, I know, and it seems like you'll never get over it. That loss, the loss of your mom, the loss of your grandfather, the loss of a best friend that got killed in a car wreck. Cherish their memory. Now, it doesn't seem like it for you right now, but this too shall pass. Okay? It will pass. Time does heal all wounds.
What's up, chat? You know what I was thinking? You should always try and be the person you needed. Because we've all been through parts in our lives where we most definitely and undoubtedly needed somebody, right? And some people were blessed enough to have somebody in their life that was just that, the person they needed at that moment in time. And some of us were unfortunate enough to have no one. Or the people or persons around us weren't who we needed at the time. With that being said, be the person that you needed in your time of need. Be the person who you needed. And whatever that means to you, be that person. On another note, let me holler at y'all for a second. Yeah, yeah. Let me holler at y'all for a second. So, just pull up. You know what I'm saying? Pull up, lean in. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know how we like to get down. Grab you something to drink. Your favorite drink, of course. You know what I'm saying? Grab you a little snack. Your favorite snack, of course. Yeah. Hone in. Because this one's pretty real. And I know that I've gotten some feedback online about my lives and my live topics. And I appreciate everybody's feedback. So I'm going to try to start tailoring my lives to the feedback from now on. So we're not going to beat around the bush. We're going to get straight to it. If every chance you get, you remind me that nothing in your world, nothing in your area is mine, don't expect me to act like anything in your area or your world is mine. And I ain't even trying to be cold, right? I ain't trying to be mean. I ain't, trying to be hard about it. But I'm not finna water flowers. I'm just not finna water flowers in a garden that you swear I don't own. It's not gonna happen. It's not in me. I'm not finna fix doors in a house you swear I don't live in. I'm not finna protect a kingdom where I'm not treated, or where I'm treated like a visitor. I'm not treated like a king. I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna go check on noises. I'm not finna do none of that. I'm not finna cock my gun and go check on some shit that ain't mine. See, that's because energy matches energy. Love multiplies when it's appreciated. But disrespect, ungratefulness, that just subtracts. And it doesn't subtract instantly, it subtracts very, very slowly. Very slowly, little by little. And then all at once, it's gone. And you never get it again. So, if somebody keeps reminding you, you know, this ain't your car, this ain't your house, these ain't your kids, this ain't none of your business, cool. Say less. Because when that engine start knocking out there, I ain't lived in the hood. When life starts hitting, I ain't throwing on my armor, and I ain't got no armor for you either. Because how the fuck do I look going to war for something I'm not even a part of? I'm not even considered a part of. See, here's the thing. Yeah, nah. Because a man, a real man, protects what he feels safe in. He builds where he's allowed to plant roots, where he's allowed to make it his own, where he's allowed to feel at home. He gives when his giving is met with gratitude. And when it's not, when you're constantly reminding him that nothing's his, you slowly teach him how to let go. You teach him how to detach, how to stop showing up for you, how to stop fucking trying, how to stop putting in effort, how to not care anymore. Let me tell you something about men. And not just any type of man, but men like me. Real ones. When we love in action. We invest, we build, we protect, we sacrifice. But that kind of energy can't be poured into a place that treats us like a stranger. That kind of love, it ain't gonna survive where it's being belittled and questioned every fucking second. So, ladies, if you got a man who's doing what he can and you too blind or too bitter to appreciate it, you ain't just pushing him away. No, you ain't just pushing him away. You're training him. You're training him. And I'm gonna let y'all take a few seconds to guess what you're training him for. It definitely ain't no championship game. I'll tell you that. I mean, it could be. It depends on what way you look at it and how things are going. But you're training him for someone else. Someone who's gonna see him and say, damn, I ain't never had a man like you before. Thank you. And even if you're not around, even if you never see it, cool. But if you are, you're gonna watch that man give her the life you made him feel stupid for trying to give you. Straight up. I'm not as a man. So, we see all these people on the internet, all these like women trying to tell other women what a real man is, and women trying to tell men what men are, and all this other weak ass bullshit, right? But as a man, I'm not finna be emotionally homeless in a place that I'm supposed to call home. Especially if I can afford a place that I'm supposed to call home. If you'd like to make me feel like a guest, even though we spent years talking about building, bet. Don't get mad when I stop cleaning. Don't get mad when I stop trying to fix shit like I live here or like I feel at home here. And for all my niggas listening right now, if she don't appreciate what you do, bounce. If she weaponizes the things that she owns just to try to shrink you as a man, bounce. If she only reminds you of what's not yours instead of what y'all can build together, peace, bounce. Because there's no future in that. And I promise you, if you're a man going through something or you're having a down spell in your life, as a man, you know how it goes. You got ups and you got downs, right? Sometimes you could be super financially up and mentally and emotionally down. Sometimes you could be down in all aspects. Sometimes you could be up and down in different ones. But at the end of the day, ain't shit soft about walking away from somebody who sees no value in you and reminds you that they see no value in you. And if you're a man who's had it all before, if you've had empires, you've built things, you've built kingdoms on your own by yourself without a woman, and you find yourself in a situation with a woman who doesn't see your value, who doesn't see the fact that you're a builder, you're a natural born hustler, a natural provider, and she only sees what you're going through right now, leave. That's strength. That's peace. And that's self-respect, self-love. Just like you make it to the gym at least 3 times a week, that's self-love as well. Taking your medicine, your vitamins, pumping your little iron, walking for a few miles. Maybe you're up there and you're running. That's self-love. Getting a haircut, that's self-love. It's also a form of self-love to leave situations and places and people who don't value you. Because we're not doing this prove your worth shit. We're not doing that lame ass shit. Like, I'm a real nigga, I'm a real motherfucking king. I got too many people who respect the fuck out of me and what the fuck I do. Right? We're not doing that lame ass shit no more. And even if you a youngster who hasn't really built a legacy for themselves yet, right? Who may not have investments, may not, have anything built behind your name and your legacy and your future children's generations and stuff. And maybe you're at that spot in your life where you're just starting out. You're just beginning, right? But you find yourself in a situation like this. Leave. Because it's only going to slow down your progress. And it's only going to take you a lot longer to get there when you don't have the right woman in your corner. Because let me tell you something, that saying, you can do bad on your own, it exists for a reason. We're not begging to be seen. We're kings. We're not begging to be loved. We're kings. People admire the fuck out of us. We're not begging to be claimed. We're fucking kings. We're kings. We're bosses. We're dons. We're high value men. We're not dealing with certain shit. We're not pouring into cups with holes in the fucking bottom. Nah, fuck that. From now on, if you actually want to be a king, you move where you're wanted. We stay where we're valued. We give where it's mutual on all ends and all aspects. And until then, you tell them they can keep that little area. We good over here. We good over here even when it's invisible to you. So give yourself a second. Think about everything I just said. Is that you? Does the shoe fit? Am I talking about you? Are you in that situation right now? Are you the woman that I'm talking about? Does your man tell you that you're disrespectful? Does your man tell you that you're unappreciative, ungrateful? Has something changed? If you're the woman, because I want to switch perspectives real quick. I want to speak to the women. If you're the woman I'm speaking about, and if you're not the woman I'm speaking about, but you are a woman who dates men, I need to speak to you real quick. Either or. Whether you are or you're not. But you're a woman. I need to speak to you. Let me tell y'all something. Sometimes a man don't leave by packing his bags and moving his shit. Sometimes a man leaves by checking out. Silently. Slowly. His body's still there. But his soul, his effort, that shit left a long time ago. So ladies, if you feel like your man ain't the same anymore, please do one thing. Actually, you know what? Do three things. Do three things. I want you to ask yourself why. I want you to ask yourself when. And I want you to ask yourself what. When did that shift happen? What you stopped doing or started doing that made him stop showing up the same? If you're a real woman, you will ask yourself these things. And by real woman, I don't mean I mean if you're a fake ass bitch who can't take accountability for shit that might be a possibility, you're not real. You see, because men don't just stop caring for no reason, right? Like if you got a man who was showing you love in the beginning, he was caring, he was this, he was that, he was smiling, yada, 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 right? Then we're talking about that. We're not talking about like you're still a dumbass bitch who's dating clowns or niggas who run around running amok all up in the streets still, fucking a million bitches all the fucking time, you know what I'm saying, like on some completely player shit. He don't give a goddamn, right? But a man who actually wants a family, actually wants kids, actually wants a wife, wants to be in a relationship, right, is good with a long-term relationship, you know. First of all, in this day and age, be glad simply off of that, right there. Because a lot of niggas don't even want that shit no more. They gave up on women a long fucking time ago. They're called bachelors. There's a lot of single niggas out here with no money who gave up on women a long time ago. Especially the niggas with money. Or the niggas who had money, or the niggas who get money. They don't give a fuck. Because marriage nowadays is set up as a business. The woman always wins. Niggas don't want to get married anymore. Yeah, let me build some shit up. I got all this shit stashed away. And if I marry you, even if you don't know exactly how much I have, and if you don't know how much I make, even if you don't know what my family's worth, or any of these things, I marry you, you get to walk away with half of it? How fair is that? No, niggas don't. Be lucky you got a nigga who might possibly be cool with marrying your ass. Yeah. But with that being said, men don't just stop caring for no reason. They don't. We don't just, shut down one random fucking Tuesday. Nah. It builds up. It builds up. It builds up. Every slick ass comment you ever made. Every man takes that to the head, takes that to the heart, and it sticks with him. Whether or not you think he should forgive and forget, and he should just let it go. No, we're men. We're fucking men. If you tell me you love me and you say some foul shit to me, I'm gonna notice that. We're men. We're built to pay attention to shit like that. We're built to watch our surroundings, watch who we surround ourselves with. Right? Every time you used your mouth to cut instead of cover, it builds up. Every time you downplayed what he brought to the table like it was crumbs. Every time. Every single time. You do that, you say that, whatever. That's how it starts. That's how you end up catching your nigga talking to women. That's how you he'll tell you at first, I don't know if I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? He'll give you hints, and then it'll come out, and then it'll turn into other things, right? And he might just actually tell you, I don't want to do this anymore. And if he actually loves you, he might just let you go to see if you come back. And he might do that a lot of times. Because he's like, okay, maybe she'll stop. But every time you did something to him and you acted like it was nothing, but when he did something to you, you acted like it was huge, he took that. He took that to the heart. He didn't just eat it and it just disappeared because he's a man. No, it don't work that way. Because a lot of you women, a lot of y'all women, and it may not be you, but a lot of women, period, they be like, he used to be so sweet. He used to call. He used to buy me flowers. He used to plan things. He used to pay for things. He used to take me out. Yeah, he used to. Before he got fucking tired. Before he got tired of being made to feel like he was a damn option in a house that he was building like it was a priority. Or before he was disrespected X amount of times. Because a person can only take so much, right? You ever heard the saying, the stick that broke the camel's back or the horse's back, whatever the fuck. The donkey's fucking butthole. I don't fucking know. But that saying right there exists for a reason. You can only take so much. And another thing about real men, right? That isn't up for fucking debate. Especially if you're not a fucking man. When a man loves a woman, he doesn't just give. He doesn't just buy shit. Right? He invests. He makes your problems his problems. Especially if that man has a pickup truck or a big ass SUV. He definitely over there making your problems his problems. Oh, you need help moving? I got you. Oh, you need this? I got you. You know what I'm saying? You need me to go pick that up? You know what I'm saying? The shit heavy. You know what I'm saying? I got you. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. If you got a nigga with a pickup truck or a SUV and he doing shit for your ass, you need to put him some goddamn appreciation for real. But when a man loves a woman, he don't, just do certain little shit like that. He makes your future his mission. Your smile his reward. That's why when you say little shit like, oh, this would be nice, or oh, I would love to do this, or oh, I like this, and then, it could be a week later, it could be the same day, it could be a day later, it could be 2 months down the line, and boom, you didn't even think he was listening. But he remembers that one conversation like, damn, my lady said she need this, you know what I'm saying? My lady said she would appreciate this. My lady said she's into this. Let me try to make that happen. This nigga know he gonna step all over your motherfucking feet. Don't even like motherfucking dancing. He lean back, do the rock away ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't doing that shit. But his lady want to go dancing. Okay, let's figure something out. You know what I'm saying? This nigga don't even like doing certain shit. Oh, my lady. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I don't like this. I don't like that. But bet my lady do. That's the reason I'm here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He makes your smile his reward. Right? Until so many times. But see, what y'all not understanding is that love ain't a one-way hustle. Right? He's not your handyman. Okay? He's not your therapist. Okay? He's not going to relate to your little problems like your homegirls do. He's a man. He'll try. He'll listen. He'll give his feedback if you want it. He's also not your, if you got a nigga with money and a nigga who is doing well in life, he's also not your personal ATM. He's an actual human. But see, what a lot of women do is, because every man is different. Every man has a good thing. Every man has a few things that they're really good at. Right? They're really good at them and they're really good for them. And those things can or cannot make certain things easier in your life just by being with this man. And it's not even about easier. It could make it easier. It could make it better. It could make it entertaining. It could make it this, that, third. Everybody's different, right? But this man is not that man. Just so you can flex that you don't need a man in his fucking face. Once you tell your own man, I don't need a man, do not expect him to act like a man around you. Don't expect him to do manly things for you, with you, around you. You don't need a man. You never needed a man. Miss Independent, you never needed a man. So once you try to flex your independence like that, you're going to feel independent until you fix that. You're going to feel like, damn, he don't do this no more. He don't do that no more. He don't do that no more. He don't do that. Once you say dumb shit, you're going to get dumb shit back. You understand what I'm saying? He's a man. This isn't a bitch we talking about. This is a man. The same man that you would expect to protect you and your children if something fucked up were to happen. So let me say this real clear. Appreciation is a love language. And most men on this planet, not the country, probably the universe actually, most men there's two love languages that will be very top, very high up for most men. Number one is appreciation. No, I'm sorry. That's number two. Number one is respect. And respect is a love language. Number two is appreciation. Those are the top two. You might have other ones in different areas and stuff, but respect and appreciation. You lead with that anytime you're trying to love a man, or say that you love a man, or tell a man that you love him. If you don't lead with either or one of those, you already lost that nigga. You know what else is a love language? Reciprocation. And if you don't know what reciprocation is, look it up. But let me tell you something. If you ain't speaking his language, don't be surprised when he stops listening. Like, bitch, you speaking Spanish. That nigga speaking English. And don't know a lick of Spanish. Bitch, what the fuck is you doing? You see what I'm saying? Of course he gonna be like, yeah. Don't get me wrong, though. I've definitely dealt with some women who only speak a certain language. But still, that's beside the goddamn point, because we're talking about long relationships, long-term relationships. But you ever been somewhere and they keep reminding you that you don't belong there? Like, they keep reminding you that, you know, this isn't yours, that ain't yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you gonna stay there? Do you plan on being there long? I fucking doubt it. You're gonna stop unpacking. You're gonna stop making yourself feel at home. You're gonna stop making yourself comfortable. You're gonna keep your jacket on. Your shoes are gonna be right by the fucking door. Because something inside of you knows, I'm not going to be here long. Fuck no. Got me fucked up. Especially if you're a man who's used to doing whatever the fuck he wants. Literally. You make money when you want to. You see who you want to. You eat what you want to when you want to. You fucking do anything you want to whenever you want to. Because you don't answer to nobody, right? If you're a man who's used to that, like a nigga who is used to living alone, you definitely will not be there very long. And you know what's fucked up? That's how a lot of men feel in their own relationships. A lot of married men. That's hella fucked up. You married this dusty bitch who treats you like shit. That's crazy. You got down on one knee, proposed to this girl. Your family paid for the whole fucking wedding. You know what I'm saying? You paid for the fucking honeymoon. Like, this is like at least 30 grand. Right? Your family might even have a marriage fund. You know what I'm saying? You done blew that on it. Like, bruh. Just to get a dusty bitch that'll make you feel like you ain't at home. And now you got to split half of whatever you built and your family built. and all these different things. Don't be a trust fund kid or a kid with a college fund or a kid who, comes from a family who actually has shit. You know what I'm saying? Or done shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and basically set up generational wealth. You just fucked that off by marrying the wrong woman. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. There's a lot of married men and a lot of men in long-term relationships who feel unwelcomed, unclaimed, unseen, and unheard. And yet these dumbass niggas stay. For whatever reason, they stay. Whether it's for the kids, or it's because of the history, or it's because of the hope of the future. Let me tell y'all something, man. Hope without action is just it's gambling. It's emotional gambling. You're shooting the dice. And I bet you ain't never gonna appreciate you. I bet you ain't never gonna value you. I bet you ain't never gonna see the king in you. I bet you just gonna keep disrespecting you. Fuck that. There is really a lot of women out here who actually have respect for men. Straight up. And if you cannot find that out here, I suggest you get a passport. And if you can't find it then, I suggest you say fuck all of this shit and go back to being a player or be a player or start being a player, whatever. I don't know what you into, whatever. Because I promise you, man. And everybody likes, not everybody, definitely not the players, but some people talk shit about, the playerific life. But imagine this. One woman disrespects you, doesn't appreciate you, doesn't value you, talks shit to you, talks down on you, down to you, all these different things, right? Only at least only when it fits her, whatever the fuck, right? And compare that to one woman who speaks life into you. Who, anytime you're feeling down, you're having a bad day, she makes it all better like your mom used to. Like your mom used to kiss your boo-boos when you fell on your bike and put your little Band-Aid on there and tell you everything's going to be all right. She does it, but as she's dealing with a man. She doesn't try to make you feel weak. Anytime you get vulnerable or try to open up to her, she has advice to give. She has actual wisdom and knowledge to give. She doesn't just suck your dick when you're up. She sucks your dick when you're down. She sucks your dick when you're having a shitty fucking day. I could keep going, but imagine that. And then you've got the other perspective. Imagine having 5 women just like that one. The last one I talked about. But these 5 women also admire you. They don't have to love you, but they admire you. They make you feel like a man. They respect you. They do stuff for you when you ask them to do stuff. They help you when you need help. And every single one of them has different qualities that they are the best at. Think about that. And if you make the right decisions, you can make sure none of them are toxic. None of them are immature. All of them got their shit together. All of them got good pussy and good head. And they all here for you. And you can even turn it up a notch. This is my wife. This is my fiance. This is my girlfriend. This is my wife's sister wife. And this is our other girlfriend. They all know about each other. They all get along and they all move as one. They all make decisions together. All their kids know each other. All their kids are mine. There's plenty of niggas doing that. Now it's up to you to decide what lifestyle you actually want and build it from there. But let me tell you something. You cannot build the lifestyle you want with a bitter ass bitch by your side, or a bitch who disrespects you, doesn't value you, yada, yada, yada. You notice I switched from saying woman to bitch, because only a bitch does that. And one of the most famous quotes, a jealous, bitter bitch will fuck your whole shit up. How's a man supposed to focus on building a kingdom when he's got a bitch jumping down his throat, pissing him off, fucking up his mood, ruining his focus every chance he gets? If you're a hustler, you're a king, you want something out of life, one of the most important decisions you can make is the woman that you keep by your side. And back to the dumbass niggas. They stay. Some stay for the kids. Some stay for the history. Some stay for the hope. But let me tell you, hope without action is just emotional gambling. I said that earlier. But I need you to hear that. And no man can keep betting on something that only pays out in pain or humiliation. Or disrespect. Why am I going to bet the house on you? Why am I going to bet everything I got? And I know for a fact. You don't value me. Now let's flip it. To all my kings listening. If she makes you feel small, definitely let her go. Because a woman who's for you is always going to make you feel like Big Daddy. And that's how a woman gets called Big Mama. She earns that title. Because she makes her man feel like Big Daddy. Didn't know that, did you? If she makes you feel small, let her go. If you constantly have to explain your worth, if you constantly have to explain what other people see in you, if you constantly have to explain, what you've done, what you've seen, what you had, all these other different things, let her go. She don't know your value and she don't see it. Go fuck with a bitch who sees your fucking value. A bitch who, you know what? Go fuck with a bitch who sees your fucking value. And this is a big one. Especially for all my car guys out there. Even if you're not a car guy, this can definitely go for you too. If you feel more at peace driving around the block than being in your own home, Get the fuck out of there. Because you didn't come this far to feel like that. You didn't come this far like you got to live in your car. Because peace, man, peace is a big thing. Peace is not a luxury. When you're a king, when you are a smart man, an intellectual man, a logical man, when you have skills, when you know how to build shit, when you know how to provide, right? Whether you go through your ups and downs, don't let nobody tell you you're not a real man. Because when you're that type of man, peace is a necessity. You get to pick and choose the friends that you keep in your life. You're not going to go hang out with guys who are being knuckleheads, running amok, doing dumb shit when you're a fucking king. Now, if you need to get in the mix to handle king shit, do you. But you don't stay in the mix. Because you're a king. Kings don't deal with peasants. Okay? Love ain't supposed to feel like hard labor. That's another thing. It's not supposed to feel like hard fucking labor every day. Like you're doing a fucking job. Like you have to go to work to be in love. No. It's not how this shit fucking works. If you gotta talk about your relationship every fucking day, your relationship ended probably fucking a long time ago. A long fucking time ago. Another thing about being a man. Being a man ain't about suffering in silence just so you can say, oh, I held it down. Like, nah, bro, that's dumb. That's something a bitch will tell you. Like, she'll try to convince you that that's how to feel like a man and all this other bullshit. No. Nigga, no. Let me tell you something. You deserve a soft woman. You deserve a feminine woman. You deserve support. You deserve a woman who makes you feel like you belong fully. And let me switch it up again. Ladies. Ladies, yes, you, little lady. If you want to keep a good man, right? And if you don't look at your man like a good man, that's fine. I don't know your man. But he's your man. So if you don't look at your man like a good man, what the fuck are you doing? But if you want to keep a good man, remember, he needs more than sex and silence and not being interrupted and shit like that, right? He needs more than that. Like, see, you bitches got it backwards. You come into the relationship thinking, oh, I only know how to do this, this, and this, and not actually realizing that your man's going to have to teach you all kinds of shit. He's going to have to teach you a grip of shit. But feel like you're the table or some shit. That shit crazy. Because your man needs encouragement. He needs admiration. He needs a woman who's for him in private and in public. He needs to feel like a man in your presence. Otherwise, he's going to feel like he's dating a little boy. A man's not going to, no, you're not going to get a man out of your man when he feels like he's dating another man. I'm telling you, what do men do when other men talk shit to them? They talk shit back. What do men do when they're angry? What do they do? A lot of different things. But I guarantee you gonna know when they angry. Guarantee you they're not gonna be very respectful when they angry. If your nigga feels like he dating another nigga, he is not gonna make you feel like a woman at all. At all. Not just, he needs to feel certain things, not just useful, but valued. You know what I mean? Because here's some more truth for y'all. When a man finds peace in a woman, he will give her the world or he will die trying to. And as he's trying to give her the world or have already given her the world, he will build another world on top of it. Yeah. That's when marriage, babies, all these other different things come in. But that's not even just the world I'm speaking on. But let me tell you this. If you become the reason he questions himself, he questions his abilities, he questions his skills, he questions his history, he questions all these different things. You call him this, you call him that, you say this to him. You doubt his abilities, his skills, his this. He will find a way out, even if his body is still there. He gonna get the fuck out of there. And then that's how y'all end up on Cheaters or Maury or Jerry. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, you know what I'm saying? But so let me tell you, if you want the old him back, if you want your old man back, like how he was in the beginning, start by asking him. No, don't even ask him, actually. Start by look deep inside yourself. Pull that real woman out. Okay? That real little lady out. Lady. Not just a woman. Lady. There's a difference. You got bitches. You got ladies. You got women. And you got women who can do all three very well. But they know when to be a bitch. And when not to. And they would never use that bitch ass power against their own. But a woman and a lady, the same time all the time. They are the same time all the time. If you know, you know. So if you want the old him back, start by asking what you made him feel in the beginning, in the middle, and right now. Start by asking, did you make him feel safe? Or did you make him feel small? Did you make him feel loved? Or did you make him feel used? Did you make him feel chosen? Or did you make him feel tolerated? You know what I hate? When an inconsiderate woman doesn't give a fuck what you got going on in your life, doesn't give a fuck what you're trying to build or where you're at in your life, doesn't even have the consideration to ask. And you guys maybe just starting out and they demand that you spend money on them immediately. They demand to be taken out immediately. They don't care what you got going on in your life, what's going on, what are you trying to build right now? Like, hey, do you want to do this or do you want to go fishing? Do you want to go rock climbing? Do you want to go take a walk in the park and just get to know each other, one on one? Do you want to this? Do you want to that? You know what I'm saying? They immediately expect you to spend money on them. Red flag, run. So, if you feel like your man isn't the same anymore, more questions. Ask yourself why, obviously. Like, why? Without making yourself the fucking victim, for one. Ask yourself why in a logical, non emotional, calculated manner, but also make it truthful. Not truth, your truth. Try to consider things. Try to put shoes on your feet. Try to envision life through another human being's eyes. And then ask yourself when the shift happened. When did it start? Right? Was it after the 100th time you dismissed his efforts? I don't know. Only you can answer that, right? Or maybe he can. But was it after he opened up to you and you threw it back at him in an argument? I don't know. One of y'all is going to have to answer it, though. He's probably not going to answer it with his mouth, though. Remember that. Or maybe, I don't know, but maybe it was after you kept reminding him what wasn't his, or what he doesn't have, or what he can't do, right? Instead of reminding him what y'all could create together. Ask yourself this. Do you use the words mine and yours? Are you that woman? Do you use the words mine, yours? Or do you use the word ours? Do you? Ask yourself that. If you're watching this and you're paying attention and this sparks a chord, you probably fucking use the word ours, and you probably done everything I just fucking said. And guess what? Newsflash, you're doing it all wrong. That's why you can't keep a man. That's why you can't keep a man. Right there. Because men don't just switch up for no reason. I'm going to tell you that. They don't just start cheating for no reason. They don't just start treating you badly for no reason. They don't just start looking at you crazy for no reason. Okay? Most of the time, they start fading. They start fading and distancing, and they do it in silence. So you not even really paying attention. You're not even really noticing until they already halfway out the door. And then you start saying shit like, you don't do this anymore. You've been doing this for a whole year. Yada, yada, yada. Right? We don't always explain shit either. We just be like, man, I'm not about to explain shit, man. Fuck this shit. Like I told her what it was in the beginning. I'm not about to keep explaining this shit. I told her what it was. We don't always explain. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just adjust. We adjust to the temperature. Men are usually, once they reach a certain age, they are very well versed in adapting, right? In camouflage and chameleon and adjusting, right? adjusting. And a lot of the times men protect their peace by just pulling back. By saying, you know what? I'm not going to give that much of a fuck anymore. I'm not going to act like I give that much of a fuck. You're going to notice that I don't give that much of a fuck. And I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to pull back. And then you'll notice that you guys will stop speaking to each other. Because when he wanted to speak, you interrupted him. When he wanted to open up and talk about his feelings, you made him feel little for it. Or you turned it into an argument. When all he wanted was an ear. And maybe even a shoulder to cry on. Straight up. And some of us men, we stop speaking not because we don't care, but because we already tried to tell you and you didn't listen. We already tried to explain all these different things. We already tried to tell you what would happen. We already tried to tell you how we felt. We already tried to tell you, this about us, that about us, what specifically is going on with this, yada, yada. There's just so many different things that they already tried to tell y'all. And y'all chose not to listen. But let me guess. You're the one being treated like shit now. Am I right? Yeah? Have you said that pretty times? Yeah, I'm sure. Let me guess. He switched up on you? He's a fake ass nigga now? He's this. Don't even get me started if you're one of those girls who likes to call men out of their names. Right? Let me tell you something. If you notice that man is calling you a bitch a lot of times, instead of a million other things he could say, it's probably because when he sat you down and said, hey, I hope that, I'm just not really a fan of calling each other out of our names when we're angry. I'm a fan of being respectful when we're angry. He was telling you, I'm actually a gentleman. I open doors for my woman. I know how to speak respectfully to my woman when I'm angry. But if you didn't, or still don't be mad when he starts and still does. Because in this day and age, women have fought way too hard in history for equality. They've fought way too hard for equality. Equality in jobs, equality with voting. For you to bitch and complain about getting called a bitch after you repeatedly called your man a bitch. And let that sink in, because that actually goes for a lot of different things. Not just being called a bitch. Okay? Not just being called names, not just, it goes for a lot of different things. So let me remind you, men don't just switch up for no reason. Okay? You want your man to be a leader. And we got this whole social media craze, got all the bitches talking about misogyny, being a leader, and there's one other one. What's the other one? I can't remember. It's all over fucking social media. All the girls. Narcissism. Right? Everybody loves to use that fucking word. Half people don't even know what the fuck that shit means. But yeah, everybody loves that fucking word, right? Gay. Okay, cool. And by gay, I don't mean sexually. Okay? I mean happy for no fucking reason. If you're happy for no fucking reason, that usually means that you're naive. And when you're naive, you're a fucking pipsqueak. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So, you want your man to be a leader, right? Lead me. Be a leader. But don't want to follow. You ain't trying to follow nobody. You an independent woman. Every time you get angry, every time you got something to say, I don't need a man. Only thing you saying when you say that, dumbass, is that you don't want to be led. You don't want to follow. You will never follow. And you know what? Some women have that mentality for a reason that's not even their fault. But you want your man to build, right? You want your man, he's your man. You want him to build, but you keep breaking down the foundation. You keep breaking down the fucking foundation. And you're not even paying attention. You're not even fucking paying attention. You want him to stay solid while you throw bricks at his fucking character. I know you guys seen Scarface. Do you think Scarface, the way he reacted to a motherfucker calling him a liar, would ever be with a bitch who called him a liar? Probably fucking not. Probably fucking not. He will kill you for calling him a liar. Why would he want to be with a woman who calls him names that he has killed niggas for? Think about that. Why would Scarface do that to himself? He loves himself, right? He's a boss. He's a king. He's very well respected. Why would he not want to be with a woman? Why would he want to be with a woman who doesn't respect him? All right? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Because a lot of y'all women out here, you do this crap and then act confused when he don't smile at you. When you catch him looking at you like, this fucking bitch. When he don't look you up and down and admire your body like he used to. And he's just like, oh, you're naked in front of me. I don't give a goddamn. Whatever. You acting like a bitch. Fuck. You make my dick soft. Fuck. That shit makes my dick soft. The fuck? Niggas don't go to the strip club to get cussed out. Them bitches ain't making money in the strip club because they cussing niggas out and talking shit to them and telling them they ain't shit. No, bitches in the strip club make money off of niggas who are unappreciated. Niggas who dealt with an unappreciative ass fucking bitch. Let me tell you that. Straight up, man. Straight up. Niggas who are not valued. Strippers make money strictly off of respecting a man, making him feel respected, making him feel like you'll do whatever he wants, making him feel like you are attracted to him, like making him feel like a man, caressing him, sitting in his lap. Like, choose me, pick me. Like, I want your approval. Not, hey, you bitch ass nigga, yada, 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 fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. No, bitches in the strip club ain't getting dicks hard in there talking shit to niggas. The fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, be my personal stripper. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna be with me, be my personal stripper so I don't gotta go back to the strip club to get away from you and your shit and go feel like a man. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of married men who sneak to the strip club just to feel like a man. Because they know if they divorce their wife, they're gonna have to give half of everything up. You know, she never makes him feel like a fucking man. So he's in there trying to feel like, damn, someone, I want to feel like a fucking man. I'll pay whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll pay whatever to feel like a man. I'll pay whatever to win an argument. You ever seen those fucking videos online where they pulling up like they on a strip in Vegas or some shit, and it's like this girl's supposed to be like a prostitute. Dude pulls up in a car and he's like, "How much to win an argument?" And she's like, $1,000. He's like, "Bet, say less, get in the car." That nigga was excited to pay that $1,000. Like, what? I get to win an argument? Damn. You actually gonna take accountability? What? You? How much do I have to pay to feel respected? You know what I'm saying? That's what niggas basically doing in the strip club. How much do I have to pay to feel respected? To feel like I'm the man. Like I run shit. Like I'm big boss dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much do I have to feel? Like if you don't feel like you got a stripper in your own fucking house, nigga, what the fuck is you doing in the house with that bitch? Straight up. She don't respect you, nigga. If you can go to the strip club and feel more of a man than you can in your own house, that is not your house. That's not your home. And that's not where you should stay. Straight up. If you can get online right now and in a couple of days have 50 women ready to meet you for whatever reasons, talking to you like you the next best fucking thing, and that makes you feel better than wherever you're at right now, get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there. Narrow that 50 down to 5. And narrow that 5 down to 1. Because let me tell you something. A woman's energy is a man's fuel. You know the term passenger princess? You know where that came from? It's just a bad bitch looking pretty in the passenger seat. She ain't complaining. She ain't talking shit. She ain't asking for shit. She ain't doing nothing. And guess what? The nigga in the driver's seat is going to notice that. And anytime they pull up to anywhere, hey, you want anything? Hey, I got you. Don't even trip. Like, you just chilling, man. And I appreciate that. You making me feel like a man right now. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just looking pretty over there in my passenger seat. She ain't telling you where to park, how to drive, none of that shit. That's a real life passenger princess. She just over there worried about her nails. Like, I'm not trying to tell this man how to be a man. Like, nigga, I'm gonna be stay in my lane over here in the passenger seat. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you a bad bitch and you ever dealt with a dope boy, you know what I'm talking about. If you been a bad bitch your whole life, right? You know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, straight up. You got niggas at your beck and call. Niggas want to spend money on you. Niggas want to do shit for you. Niggas whatever. It's because you probably a chill ass bitch. You probably a cool ass bitch. You probably kicking it. You probably ain't on no toxic shit. You ain't on no bullshit. You probably got your own shit. But niggas notice how you is, so they want to do shit for you. They want to give you shit. They want to share with you. They want to talk to you. They want to teach you shit. They want to build with you. They want to do, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. But it's not about money. Straight up. It's not about cars. It's not about gifts. It's about the way you talk to him when nobody's around. Not that fake ass shit you do in front of your family. No. The way you talk to him when it's just you and him. That shows who you really are. It's how you treat him when he has nothing to give but himself. Whether it's temporarily or it's a permanently fucked up situation. It's whether you believe in him when he's still becoming something. Yeah. See, a lot of these so-called good women don't actually know what a good woman is. There's basis. There's basic shit. There's basic shit to everything. But then there's pure. You want your man to act like a king? Do you want your man to act like a king? Yeah? Then stop fucking talking to him like he's disposable. Like he's nothing. And if your man switched up on you, you've been talking to him fucked up way longer than he switched up. You cannot belittle a man and expect him to feel big in your presence, to feel manly in your presence. That ain't love, that's control. When your man, stop feeling like a man around you, guess what? He's going to find somewhere to feel like a man because a man is going to be a man no matter what because he's a man before anything else. He's a man before he's a dad. He's a man before he's a boyfriend. He's a man before his title, whatever he does. He's a man first. So if he cannot feel like a man around you because you always constantly belittle him when you're angry or whatever the fuck. If you're a real shitty bitch, you'll belittle him even when you ain't fucking angry. Bitch, you need your ass beat. But a man's gonna find a way to feel like a man. Whether that's sneaking off to the strip club, whether that's just getting a few conversations in with women who make him feel like a man, whether that's, hitting up an old flame who he knows admires and respects him and would take him back at any second just to feel like a man. He wants to, if you catch a man cheating and he says, oh, I just want to see if I still had it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see he just wanted to see how it feels to feel like a man again. That's what that means. Because you don't do it for him. See, a lot of you young women out here don't really know the game. You don't really know what you think you know. But you're claiming you do, and you claim you deserve all these other different things, right? But you actually have so much to fucking learn before you try to even be with a man. You don't get with a man just for him to have to teach you a whole bunch of shit. And him try to work with it and try to teach you shit. And you learn some things and other things you don't, and yada, yada, yada. And then he says, Okay, well, I'm gonna start doing this, and then it turns to this, and then it turns to that, and then now you're in a toxic situation that, depending on your life's decisions, you can't get out of. Some people get married into that. Some people have babies into that, and that's how men end up leaving. But a real man is gonna be like, all right, this bitch is a bitch, but it's still my kid, you know. So I'm gonna be here. Like, fuck this bitch. But and then you got the men who are like, the guys. I ain't gonna call them men, but the guys who are like, nah, I can't. I'm not dealing with this shit. I value my peace more than I do this bitch or this baby. And as selfish as that sounds, it's just real what happens. And then you got the situations where, yeah, guys are just like, I can't deal with this woman for the rest of my life. I just can't do it. Like, I love this baby, but I'm just gonna save myself from getting attached to this baby and just remove myself from the whole situation. Like, fuck her. But I still love my baby. I wish I could be. It was better, but I'm selfish and I value my own peace, and you know, I don't want my life to be wrapped around this bitch's finger, or have to hear this bitch like ruin my life every day she chances, or ruin my mood every day she chances, every day she chooses, or ruin my whatever the fuck every time she chooses or whatever. Like, niggas would be like, man, fuck this shit. Guys would be like, fuck this shit. Don't matter what color you is. Guys would be like, fuck this shit. Some guys. And you got real stand up guys like, my baby mama a piece of shit, but I'm still gonna deal with her. And I'm not talking about me, but I'm saying that, like, some guys will say, like, think that. You know what I'm saying? Like, my baby mama's a piece of shit. I fucking hate that bitch. She's a dirty, grimy ass bitch. She's disrespectful. She's immature. She's toxic. She's yada 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 yada. The coochie ain't even that good. Whatever the fuck, right? But I love my kid. I'm gonna be there for my kid, no matter what. So if your man wasn't putting his hands on you before you did it, if your man wasn't calling you out your name before you did it, if your man wasn't, you know, doing anything before you did it, you need to go look in the mirror. Go look in the mirror right now and just slap the shit out of yourself. Because you actually had a good nigga in the beginning. And you fucked that up with your own not being able to get over the trauma that all them shitty ass niggas that you dated before this good nigga, before you decided to be with this nigga. Like, that was selfish. And then now this nigga gotta pay for whatever the bullshit you went through. That's fucking selfish. And you a shitty ass woman for that. And for the fellas out there, stop staying in places that drain you. Drain you anywhere. Drain you mentally, financially, physically. Well, unless it's your balls. If it drains your balls, handle your business. But no, seriously, stop begging to be chosen. Because you're not a placeholder. You're not just lucky to be there. You bring some shit to the table too. Okay? And if she don't see it, that's on her. But don't let her blindness rob you of your vision. You know? Like, don't ever, and then that's another thing, don't let a woman throw you off your vision. Like, if you was doing some shit before you met a woman, don't stop. Just because you fuck on her. Don't give a fuck about her opinion or how she feels. Like, bitch, you dated me. This is who I am. So if you don't like it, bounce. And if that don't align, then y'all don't need to be together. So if you was doing some shit or about some shit or on some shit or focused on some shit before you met her and you was still trying to be on that and she had something to say, she's not the right woman for you. That's a red flag right there. Get her out of there. You bring something to the table too. And if she don't see it, that's on her. Fuck her. Straight up. Don't fuck her no more. Like, don't give her no dick no more. She don't deserve it. But fuck her. Because the right woman is gonna love you like a safe space. She'll speak life into you. She'll see you, not just what you can do for her or what you're not doing. She won't weaponize your mistakes or your struggles or your mishaps. She won't weaponize that shit and talk shit. She'll help you grow from it. She'll help you grow from that shit. She won't make you feel like a stranger in your own relationship. And she won't make you feel not at home because she is your home. That's a real woman. That's a real woman. And I'm not, when I say real, I mean not a fake ass bitch. Because we live in a world where people celebrate independence so much. But if you choose to be in a relationship, what the fuck are you doing celebrating independence, dumbass? They forget that love requires interdependence, not independence, interdependence. That a relationship ain't about control, it's about contribution. It's two people constantly pouring into each other. Not one always proving and the other always withholding or taking. That's not a fucking relationship. So if she don't got her heart open, leave. If she only reminds you of what she did for you, but never what you've endured for her, leave. If she likes to keep score instead of building a legacy with you, bounce. Now get the fuck out of there. And remember, you can't force someone to value you right. You can only value yourself enough to walk away when they don't. So, my guys, man, like, y'all deserve peace. Y'all deserve effort. Y'all deserve love that don't make you question your worth every day. You don't have to defend your worth or your value, whether in any manner. So, with that being said, protect your energy. Try to move with love, right? But also, don't move with so much love that you forget your standards. Move with standards too. And the next time someone tries to remind you that nothing in their little area is yours, smile. And remind yourself where you come from. But also remind yourself who you are. And remind yourself that you were never meant to settle in small spaces anyway. With that being said, my name is Big Cloudy Wingz. That's CLOUDY WYNGZ. And I just put out a book, The Iceberg Mindset. Go check it out. Currently working on my second book right now. It will be available on Amazon, Kindle, Audible, a few other places. But go check it out. It might change your life. Peace.